absolutely good value for money. And this is one of the reasons why Australians don't heavily invest in cut flowers, because why should I? They don't last long.
Yeah.
But today's topic is about what cut flowers are more long lasting than others.
Yeah, I know. And most people think, well, I'll spend 35, 45, but if they're more on the Scottish side and moths fly out of their wallet when they open it, they might consider that, yeah, that's a bit much, you know?
Yes. So, the average Australian thinks exactly what you just shared over the air. Definitely. Now, in order to convert the average Australian, we're here to talk about what is a long life cut flower. And I've brought with me this evening 3, because good things come in 3. I've done that deliberately. Okay. So we've got Miss Chrysanthemum is a cut flower that can last up to 10 days if you look after it, because cut flowers are like women. And if you treat them well, guess what? They're more likely to stick around. Now, Miss Chrysanthemum ages from the bottom up. And what do I mean by that? Well, from the leaves up. So, and as I've always been saying, no hairy legs in the vase, because that then accelerates the aging process. And we don't want that, because we want Miss Chrysanthemum to last long. And I've just taken off a leaf. So I've just demonstrated how that's done. Another long life cut flower is Birds of Paradise. This can last up to 21 days, 3 weeks in fact. Why? Because see this bit here, that's usually the first one that comes out of the beak. So that's now drying up. As you can see, it's aging. That needs to be removed. And I love that sound when it just clicks. So this is now the second crown that's come out of the beak. And believe it or not, there's also a third one hiding in the beak. So that's the reason why it can last up to 21 days, because each beak lasts up to 7 days.
So you've got sort of 3 flowers in one then.
Exactly. So it's very good value for money. The last one that I've brought in is Mr. Gladioli. This can last up to 10 days. But the secret to longevity is to remove the tail like that. And that stops the scoliosis from forming, and it keeps the stem
nice and straight.
And when that happens, the blooms open up better and the colour is more vibrant. So that's the 3 that I want to talk about tonight.
Wow. So there are a few others, I suppose, but I thought we might talk about what happens between the grower and the consumer, just to give them an insight into why it might cost more than what they think.
Yeah.
Sure, there's roadside stalls where Joe the flower seller's got them and he's just got them at a cut rate, and he's probably selling them in his, growing them in his backyard.
Yes.
But you know, for the real grower, the chain goes grower, then wholesaler, then exporter, maybe then auctioneer, florist or supermarket buys,
correct,
and the local shop.
Yes.
So there's a bit of a chain there. So
and every chain needs to make $1.
Absolutely.
And if we can educate the consumer that it's fine to, you know, gain an extra $1 on the grounds that if you're investing that $1, you want to see your $1 go further. And I want to go through the list, if I may,
yes,
of what a long life cut flower is. So Miss Delphinium is one, Miss Hydrangea.
Delphinium's 14 days, I believe.
Yes, indeed. Miss Sunflower is a very long-lasting flower, but shallow water, please. Moving on, Mr. Dendrobium, Miss China Aster. We spoke about Miss Chrysanthemum. Mr. Alstroemeria is another cut flower that lasts long.
Up to 2 weeks as well.
It does.
Yeah.
Good memory. Yeah. Miss Carnation, Mr. Snapdragon, and I brought him with me actually. He was hiding in the bucket. So that's what a snapdragon looks like, blossoms.
Beautiful pink colour too.
Yes, indeed. So very long lasting. Mr. Gladioli we demonstrated. Mr. Calla Lily, Miss Lavender, Miss Gerbera is long lasting. And to wrap it all up, all the orchids. So they're very long lasting and they can last more than 10 days.
Well, once again, Mercedes, thanks for coming in and talking to a real world gardener.
Always a pleasure.